Salute to you all. The brave never fall. Self-love through freedom and connection. So feel free to connect to the brave never fall on these social media platforms. If you find anything of value in this following podcast, hit that like button, subscribe and share, and support the brave and bold tribe growing one purposeful soul at a time. How are you feeling? Take a moment to do a self-check-in for yourself. How are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling emotionally? How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling spiritually? Are you feeling balanced? Are you still journeying on an intentional, purposeful path? How are you feeling? Balancing yourself is a healthy daily practice that will reliably keep you in harmony with your entire mind, body, heart, and soul. Clear your mind. Take a moment of silence for yourself right now in the moment. You are here now. How are you feeling? Time reveals the true nature of every place, everything, and every person. Time, like water, flows naturally. Time is something that is on our backs every single day. We can feel it. If you take the time, you can feel it. You can feel and look around you. Look at the people who are aging around you. Look at your newborn baby and how far they've come just in a month. Time is rapid, but it's also extremely slow, depending on how you choose to look at it in each moment. But that moment, each moment of time, is something that you get to experience and do something actively in it. And those moments add up. Seconds adds up to minutes, minutes to hours. We have to approach time as if it's an ally. as if it's something that we can use, not so much like a tool, but as something that gives us a little bit of confidence, like a wingman, or something that can say, okay, in this amount of time, I can accomplish this. And if you can able to tap into that, if you're able to tap into the fact that you can seemingly fix anything for yourself in a period of time that either you designate for yourself or maybe life itself is designating for you, we have to work within those time limits. But at the same time, we have to expect that there are going to be things that are going to come into that time frame and disrupt it or add incredible value to it. Things that are going to make us unhappy and things that are going to make us happy. And time will reveal all of those things, all those places, all those people, and what they ultimately mean to you as an individual. Because it's about you. Your self-development is about you. How you grow is about you. And the time that you put forth with your own time, quality time. They say time is of the essence. It most certainly is. Time is the overseer. We cannot run from it, hide from it, protect ourselves from it, manipulate it, anger it, give it joy, contain it, or rid ourselves of it. Time is constant, as disciplined and routine as every human should strive to be. It is nor fair or unfair. It is what it is. Time has power, influence, and purpose. It can motivate, yet discourage, be helpful, yet cruel. It can endure long stretches or end in a flash. Most importantly, it lives in the same space as our consciousness. We are time. Time is valuable. Therefore, we as people are valuable. Everything has value, a place in this world, good or bad. If it exists, it has value. If time is valuable, then there's no time to waste on any place, anything, or anyone. We have but one lifetime to create the best versions of ourselves possible, to enjoy this world, explore its wonders, just as we enjoy our own existence and explore our wonders. Who we have in our lives is crucial. It is extremely important that each individual recognizes and notices their value, so that people who are potentially aligned with said individuals have an opportunity to grow something special, build unbreakable bonds through mutual respect, understanding, and patience of one another. The individuals who claim to be who they're not will be revealed only through time, and vice versa. If time heals all wounds, it can certainly reveal all fools. Fool me once, fool me twice. Time should be viewed as an ally, a friend, a protector. It should be viewed as valuable. A Ronin's Way of Balanced Energy, Episode 9. Time reveals the nature of people. If you know who you are, others who have an alignment with you, who value themselves, who walk a similar path, will recognize those values in you. Some of these people will recognize those things instantly. Some people will recognize these things as something that may take some time for them to understand, which will require patience to understand. It will require time invested in someone that is important to them, that has the potential to bring them knowledge and peace and joy and love and purpose, a place in their life that is a good fit, a worthwhile fit, something that is unbreakable, a bond that is not only mutual, But if something was to happen to the other person and the other person was left behind alone, their lives will forever be affected by this person in a positive way, not a negative way. The memories that you look back on with this person will mean something. It will be powerful. It would have branched out into so many areas in your life and also branched out into other people in your life. If it's a friend, these people will influence your children. If it's a relationship, these people will influence your family. If it's a co-worker, they influence your bank account. If you can work with these people and you can build relationships and they're valuable, these people affect your lives in more ways than one. But in all of those ways that they affect you, they can only affect you if you allow it. No one can do anything to you that you're not allowing them to do. You always have a choice. Not everyone is gifted with the skill or just born with empathy to really be in tune with someone else's feeling, to trust yourself enough to trust that other people aren't trying to deceive you, to be able to recognize the red flags and understand the hidden messages and read between the lines of what people's real intentions and their purpose is in their lives, to know what questions to ask at the correct times, to understand that some of these people may not be who they say they are, but also some of these people are more than what they say they are. They're more than what they're showing. They recognize something in you. You recognize something in them. It's called identifying similar values that you're aligned with. Why are these things so important? They're important because you should be asking these things for yourself every single day. What you ask of someone else that is aligned with you should be things you're focusing on yourself. There shouldn't be a disconnect there. If you are disconnected with what your purpose is in life, you will be disconnected with this person and what their purpose is in life. We don't have a ball and chain attached to other individuals. They are free to go where they want. In love, they say all the time, you have to love others in a way where they feel free. If they feel free and you allow them to do what they need to do and be who they need to be, no matter where they go, for no matter how long, they will always, always willingly find their way back to you, because there's something positive to come back to. There is joy to come back to. There is purpose to return to. There is no incentive for them to stay away from you forever. However, they need the freedom to be able to explore their lives in whichever way they see fit, to take on the challenges in life the way that they see fit, to fulfill their purpose the way they see fit, and they will hold themselves accountable and own their decisions in their lives the way they see fit. No one could ever do anything to you that you allow them to do. If you don't want them to do something, you have a choice. You can walk away and never speak to that person again. The strength to do that has to come from a strength of value, of self-respect for yourself. How much respect you have for yourself is how much respect people are going to give to you. If you respect yourself, it's hard for someone to disrespect you for too long. We all get hit and blindsided by things. We all get hit by someone coming at us and saying, hey, here's a negative comment for you. Here's some constructive criticism. How we take it is the measure. It is the measure of value. How do we respond? Are we responding out of hate and anger? Because that's a mirror of how you feel inside. Or are you responding with constructive criticism of yourself and this other person? Are you engaging in a conversation? Are you yelling at someone? Are you in a fearful, frightful, panic, anxiety-filled state when you're talking to someone? Or have you collected yourself and gotten yourself emotionally under control to be able to take on what the other person may or may not say to you? These people all live in the moment. What they do in the moment is up to them. But that's where time comes into play. Because eventually, no matter what these people are doing or what they're not doing, time will reveal the truest nature of each individual. Through time, their actions or inactions will reveal their core. Their accountability or no accountability for their actions or their words will reveal their true intentions in their relationship dynamics. These people over time will either be a person that you view as someone who stands on values the way you do, or they do not. Period. These people will reveal themselves in time, regardless if they intentionally are revealing these things, or life is slowly pulling in scenarios where these things will start to be unveiled slowly over time. You'll see, are they invested in you as much as you are invested in them? Now you're at your crossroads moment. What decision are you going to make to either keep this person in your life or jettison them? Because someone who does not respect you, does not respect your process, does not respect your life in general, does not respect your decisions when they're coming from a place of peace and purpose and joy you have for yourself. They're screaming from the mountaintop, from the volcano, we are not in alignment. And if they're screaming that, they're saying to you, we don't respect you. I don't respect you. You have to have enough respect for yourself to say, well, I respect the fact that you don't respect me. And I'm going to respectfully walk away from whatever relationship this has grown to be or not has grown to be. That's up to you to do that. It's no one else. You don't owe anyone an explanation to walk away. Not when the other party, the other person over time has revealed they aren't who they say they are. They stand upon values that are not aligned with you, or they stand upon values that were not truthful. They claim to be one person. They turned out over time to be someone different. Or these people turned out to be better. That's why life exploration is so important. That's why being patient in relationships is so damn important. That's why being patient with yourself in relationships is so damn important. Because no one is so simple in life. No one is so simple in life where you can understand and completely align with them, good or bad, without the existence of time revealing certain scenarios, certain situations, certain people, certain places and things in both of your lives that you're going to have to deal with. So you can see in real time how they react, how consistent they are, how disciplined they are, how miserable they are, how emotional they are, how toxic they are, how great they are, how peaceful and joyful they are, how motivating they are, how inspiring they are. It takes time. You're not going to meet someone initially and just say, this person is the most inspiring person in my life. I've only known them for 3 months. You don't know anything after that amount of time. You know nothing about this person. You know from what you've seen from a certain set of examples. But what's missing, someone can tell you everything about them. What's missing is that you have to see it and experience it for yourself to truly believe it. You can't go through a photo album and say, see what I did? That was 20 years ago. I'm still that person. Or I'm better than that now. You have to witness it and see it for yourself. Does the actions of this person align with what their words are telling you about them? Are they speaking truths about themselves that you can physically, with your own two eyeballs, see in real time how they're responding? When they tell you that they're strong and when a situation comes up, you find out they're very weak, childish, emotional, and not ready. They tell you that they have all these dreams and aspirations, yet you see nothing in place, no action in place, nothing that's going to propel them towards that. And instead of actually reaching this goal of theirs, they're miserable in inaction. They're not doing anything. They're not paying attention to the details of their own lives. And they certainly aren't paying attention to the details of your lives. Then you have the opposite end of the spectrum. We have people who are gone above and beyond the call of duty of being a friend to you, a good spouse, a good boyfriend or girlfriend, a good grandmother, a good father, a sister or brother, co-worker, pastor, doctor, lawyer, dentist. These people are good, genuine people, and you know it through their actions. They're showing you more than they're telling you. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. Over time, they have given you the trust within them that no matter what they go through, they have a core set of values that they stand upon. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about this person having a bad day and coming in and treating you like shit. Or you don't have to worry about this person looking in the mirror and they can't look themselves back. And they're going to project all those reasons why they can't look themselves back upon you in some certain way. They're not going to cheat you of your moments you could have of positivity each day because they're having negative moments. They're not going to rob and suck the joy out of you like some damn vampire whenever things get too hard for them, whenever they can't get their way. When they get selfish and controlling and manipulative, they're not going to do that. These people, the people who are going to be there for you, the people you have to look out for, are the people who are standing on their values and they're uncompromising and they're fucking disciplined about it. And they don't have to say anything. They're doing it. They set a goal and they meet it. They wake up with purpose. They go to bed ready to attack the day. They've looked over all the things they did wrong. They know what they need to fix the next day. And their goal every day is to get shit done with a minimum amount of excuses to no excuses. We're not perfect. We all make excuses. Our mind will tell us things and convince us to do things or not do things. And our heart sometimes would say, okay, emotionally, I'm on board with that mind. And your body says, well, okay, I could use a break anyway. And all of a sudden your soul's like, why should I even try? Why should I even try? Alignment with yourself will grant you a better opportunity to be in alignment with someone else. Unfortunately, in life, we're not promised anything, which is why you knowing you can get through life on your own 2 feet without anyone is important, because that may come to pass for a while until those people in your life start to show back up. The good people, the people you haven't met yet will start to show up. Those good opportunities and job opportunities will start to show up. Those things that you wanted that's going to make your life a little easier and simpler and make your life better and full of purpose will show up. You're eliminating all the distractions. Time will eliminate those things right alongside you if you view time as an ally. If you view time as something like, I don't have time to waste. Time is valuable. Time is as valuable as my children. Time is as valuable as my career. Time is as valuable as my family, as my church. It's important. I need to make sure I'm not wasting my time, just like I'm not wasting my children, that I'm not wasting my family, that I'm not wrecking my car. Being irresponsible with time will create a toxic person. These people don't have any concept of time. They waste too much of it. And they ask too much of it from other people, because they're not seeing that other people are viewing time as something that's valuable. And when that's the case, every moment has purpose and is not forced. You just know what you are doing that day. Every moment, every motion you're doing is all coming from a place of, I know what feels right for me. I trust myself to make these decisions, to move over here, to talk to this person, to grab this thing, to go on this date tonight, to go visit whatever church you go to put in the extra hours at work, to have family dinner night, have a family game night, wherever it is. Wherever you're at in life dictates that. We are all in different phases. Certain phases in your life, you need to get after it and get hard work done. The time for playing games and hoping everything's great and living in a false reality of I can do whatever I want, have fun every day, sometimes it's just not reality. It's difficult to get through life that way if that's all you want, because there inevitably is going to come a time where you have to say, I have to get serious about this. This is going to be hard. I got to focus on this. And the people who get that are going to stand right next to you. The ones who don't get it are going to run from you, and they're going to look at you like you're crazy. And the good news is for you is that you don't have to explain yourself to these people. You can simply look at them and say, here's a parachute, meet me on the tarmac, jettison them. You don't have to explain yourself to someone. You don't have to overly show what you're capable of. What you're capable of will show itself when you're doing the things you want to do. And you're knowing that over time, things are going to get easier for you. You know that. You can't convince other people of that. And some of these people who are going to be there for you long term are actually right next to you right now. You just can't see it. Time will reveal the nature of that person. It takes time. There are a lot of people around you right now that you have no clue are going to be there for you 20 years from now. The most unassuming people. Some of the people are very assuming. There are people that you like, this person is way too much for me. You're going to look back in the 20 years and be like, wow, this person has been there for me the entire time. It could be as short as 8 to 9 to 10 months to a year. You look back on it, wow, this person was with me the entire time. They never gave up on me until I gave up on them. Or this person turned the other way on me. And I thought this person was going to be in my life for forever. And they come to find out this person wasn't aligned with me, wasn't aligned with my vision that I have for myself. And they certainly weren't going to be in my life long term. Regardless if they hit it or not, time will reveal the nature of these people. And as the revelations come in, now you can start seeing the red flags or seeing the flags of hope from these people and say, okay, this person has potential to be in my life long term. But you have to start seeing the warning signs. If someone is toxic in your life, they're not going to start off toxic. You don't know that. You have to understand through time and patience with these people, ask the right questions at the right times, see how they respond to situations, and they will reveal to you how weak or strong these people actually are, how intelligent or how foolish these people actually are, how aligned or not aligned they actually are with your core set of values. What they do on their own time is their business. How they affect you is yours. It's not your obligation to go out and make someone else happy. They have to figure that out through time with themselves. And usually people like that get a little impatient. They want everything now. They don't want to wait 20 to 30 years to see if you're going to give them something that they want right now. The patient people will. They have nothing to ask of you. They want nothing in return. They will help you. These people are looking in terms of long term. They're not even thinking about what's going to happen, the next year. Now, there's a whole phase of their life that they're in right now. They're not thinking about tomorrow. They're thinking about the moment. How can I get better in the moment? The better I get each moment, the better I know my future is going to be. I'm not going to force someone to be in my life that doesn't deserve to be there. That's your obligation to yourself, to know yourself enough to know that any person who comes into your life can exit it with or without your control, without your consent at any point in time. Focusing on those things in that way is not a healthy way to spend your time. The people who are going to be in your life, it will happen relatively easily. That does never mean that you're not going to have ups and downs. Any relationship, whether it's long-term good or long-term bad, has its ups and downs. It's the mentality and the mindset and the connections you're making with those people, the values that you share, that are going to make sure it stands the test of time. You truly value this person unconditionally for who they are. And if they do the same for you, that revelation over time will become bolder and bolder and bolder. And you will be able to trust that this person is the real deal. Only time reveals that. And if it's the opposite direction, where time reveals that these people have no control over themselves, no self-respect, and a small amount of self-love, you're going to run into problems. And if you both have a lack of self-love, the relationship is going to turn toxic and is not going to end well. Natural. Flowing naturally. You can't put a time limit on it. It may take you 20 years to know that a person is genuine or not genuine. It may take you 2 years, but it's not going to take you 2 months. We have to see through life how people's actions are. It shouldn't be even something you're focusing on. It should be a naturally flowing interaction with someone else. If you're a person of self-control and self-respect and self-discipline, you will recognize through empathy what other people are going through, and you'll be able to make those decisions based on how they respond. If someone's negative, you know when they're negative. When someone's positive, you know when they're positive. How are they piecing that together? You could have a positive person who can piece together through self-discipline going in the wrong direction a bunch of chaotic drama-filled events that will end up leading them to be a negative person, even though it seemingly looks like they're doing more positive things than not. But when they do something negative, it's huge. And it overweighs and overrides all the positive things that they were doing. You have people the opposite direction. Seems like they're always doing little small negative things that are not so great, But then they'll do something huge that's positive, and you say, whoa, that potentially overrides this stuff. But guess what? In both scenarios, those are one big event. Those big events have to have consistency as well. That goes back to paying attention to the details. It goes back to allowing yourself time to figure out people in real time through real situations. If they have those little positive moments and do one big negative thing, bunch of little positive moments, big negative thing, bunch of little positive moments, big negative things. How many big negative things are you going to take in your life before those little positive things mean absolutely nothing? And how do we approach someone who has a bunch of little negative things and then consistently just do these really big positive things? Again, the spectrum of people and their nature of people is the nature of people, I should say, is so wide and infinite that it's hard to tell. So the only way we can really say, okay, it's really hard to judge people this way. What's the best way for me to do it? I have to know myself. And I'll align. I'm the type of person that kind of does these little weird negative little things, but I do a big thing. Now I do a little bit, then I do a big thing. Maybe you're more aligned with that kind of person. Or maybe the opposite direction. I do all these little positive things and then I do something huge that's negative. Recognizing that in yourself will start to get you to see how you fit. And that's the questions we don't ask ourselves. We want so much time of everyone else. Why don't you spend a little bit more time on yourself? Time will also reveal the true nature of you, of what you do. It's easy to look at other people and say, this, and this, which is why when you look at that spectrum, little small positive things, one big negative. Little small positive things, one big negative. Little negative things, one big positive. Little negative things, one big positive. Every person you meet is capable of swinging that all which way and around. That could be overwhelming to think of it that way. The easy default way is, I'm not going to worry about the little things or big things that these people do. I'm going to accept them for who they are unconditionally, and time will reveal their true nature of which one of those things they actually are. You'll wear yourself mentally and emotionally out trying to figure that out otherwise in a short period of time. You will get to a place where maybe you want to make a decision, but it won't be a place of true understanding. So what do we do with that time that we would be putting on these people? We take that time, consider it valuable, and we apply it to ourselves. We value ourselves, and we don't worry about what other people are doing. Because time, again, is going to take care of that aspect for you. Time is your ally. Time is saying to you, you don't have to worry about him or her. I got her. They're working on stuff. You take that time and energy and focus, and you work on yourself. Time is streaming this at you every single moment of the day. Just worry about you. Time would do its duty, its purpose of revealing these other people in time to you. And time is flawless at it. It always makes the revelation. Your responsibility when time does the job for you, it's saying all I ask of you is, or you should be asking for yourself, more importantly, is when the time comes when the revelation is there, you recognize it in all its fullness, good, bad, or ugly. And the only way you're going to be able to recognize it and act upon it in the correct way is if you have spent that time getting to know yourself. You don't expect anything of these people. They should not be expecting anything of you as far as growth. It is our own individual responsibilities, especially when you become an adult, to take care of yourself, to know that you can make it in this world alone without the aid of other people, if you can help it. We're not talking about people who have disabilities, who have had true hardships, who are mentally ill, who have had true medical conditions and things that have happened to them. They live in third world countries. Whatever you think, everybody's living a different life. But if you are fully capable of waking up every day, you are intelligent, you're not some person who is people don't like to be around, and you're waking up every day and you're still miserable, and you can go out and change whatever you want and you're still fucking miserable, that's your problem. Time can't fix that for you. You have to fix that yourself in time. You can't stand around and say, I hope time fixes me. You have to do something in real time. You have to do something in the moment. You have to take action. You have to be a participant in your own damn rescue. Time is not going to come up to you and say, it's time for me to set you free and give you all of the beautiful things this world has for you. And we just chose you because you want it more than everyone else. Boy, if it was only that easy. But it's not. So we have to reel it back in. And who we are is important. What we do is important. How you move and flow through life is important. Other people, whether you realize it or not, are looking at you and they're saying, is this person a person of integrity? Is this person someone of value? Is this person someone that I want in my life? They're either asking that, or maybe they're not asking that. The point is, it doesn't matter. These people are going to judge you whichever way they want to judge you. These people are going to look at you whatever way that they see based on what they've done in their lives, what work they put in for themselves, how much time and value they've put into their own existence, their own purpose. So they're going to look at you and judge you upon their reality, not your reality. Your reality means shit to these people. And the people who do care about you, they do love you unconditionally and they do want to see you succeed and they're proud of you and they want to help you and they want to be there for you. They have nothing to worry about. They're not worried about you being in your life. They're not worried about you staying there. They know that they're aligned with you. They're doing their part for you. You have to do your part for them if you value them in the same way and you want them to be a constant in your life. You have to do your part as a valuable person to keep valuable people in your life. The people you push away, the people you try to control and manipulate are not going to stay there just because you want them to. You have to do something about it. You have to do something about yourself. You have to ask yourself the hard questions. You have to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You have to stop making excuses, and you have to be the person you know you were meant to be. We all know that we're all strong, beautiful, powerful people. We're here. We all have purpose. What you do with that makes you a true person of character, a true beautiful person, a true strong person, a person who's living in the purpose of peace and joy. Talking about it is not going to get you anywhere. You have to live it. All your excuses is lost in time. All of the potential love and good relationships are lost in time. It's all gone. It's gone away every second. What you keep here is how you are moving each moment. Your recognition of good people and doing what it takes on your end to keep those good people in your life, or shut the hell up about it. We have no room in this world anymore. This world is so full of ways to connect with people, and all the excuses are out the window. If you want to get better in life, you can get better in life. You can learn how to get better. Anything you want to learn, you can learn now. Any place you want to go, you can go. Any job you want to have, if you really want it, you can get it or something very close to it. If you want to fulfill your purpose in life, you can now, in some way. No one on this planet is fully fulfilled. There's always going to be more room to grow, always more room to learn more, and in becoming a stronger, more beautiful, wealthy person for who you are, for yourself. And the people you add on and connect to those connections, it's going to feel so good because you are already free. And you chose to work on yourself enough where you connected with people who are beautiful and strong just like you are. And time will reveal those true people to you. Your mission for today is to allow time, first off, to do the hard, heavy lifting for you, and allow the people externally to reveal themselves to you over time. So while time is doing that, your mission is, ask yourself, are you one of the people who do the consistently positive things in one big negative, or the negative things in one big positive? Or are you some combination of that? And you think about over a long period of time, how you fit into that rhythm of life that you've created for yourself. So how do you fit in there? What's your rhythm of negative, positive, negative, big, small? What's your impact? When you hit big, is it a big negative or is it a big positive? Or are you consistently little small negatives and then a big burst of positive, and vice versa? Where do you fit in there? And most importantly, ask yourself why. Why? Over not a year in a relationship with someone, over years, how did you fit in there? Fair or unfair? What role did you play? Could you have done better? What are the things that you're doing in those big negative or positive impacts? How are they affecting other people? How true are you in those little small negatives? Positives. How true are you to those? What really defines you? And that's your mission. While time is taking care of these other people and slowly revealing themselves to you, you need to be preparing yourself for that revelation. No excuses. Full ownership and accountability of who you are. Think of yourself in stretches of time, not in small bursts of moments in relationships with people. What are these relationships like and how do you fit in? Positively or negatively, the big impacts. That's your mission. How are you impacting others? This is your day. You are here now. These are your moments. You own them. You are brave, bold, powerful. You do believe in yourself. You know you have more in the tank. You know the glass is half full. There is still more room for improvement. There is no end. Believe in yourself. You do believe in yourself. You do believe you can do whatever it takes to get the job done. You don't procrastinate. You don't embellish. You don't lie. You're true to yourself. Peace is in your mind. Peace is in your heart. Peace is in your body. It is definitely in your soul. You are greatness. You have purpose. Intentful purpose. You are here for a reason. You are ambitious. You are loving. You are kind, empathetic, compassionate. You are self-love. You have self-control, self-respect. You are joy, peace, freedom, happiness. You are connected to everything in this world and in this universe. And if no one has told you this today, I love you. You deserve to hear that. Salute to you all. The brave never fall. Learn, laugh, and level up.